vice presidential candidate, different from say would vice president. We overhyped Bawumia. We covered his weakness. When your weakness is covered from the public, it's dangerous. People don't know that you should not allow people to see your weakness. Sometimes your weakness must be seen in public. Kufuor showed the whole world his one weakness. Say he's not an orator. It's a time now. Agronomu ye day now. Onyobia and cover the weakness. Nusubiuno. Next is a party machinery no. A cover no. But that time no cover. Now test me because they tell you say when you go and you say to alugudam ye wie. I wonder we hear Nyansa no. Atto Forson when we not economics so. But what am I Atto Forson DBT Ghana for? E Nyansa. Atto Forson the Nyansa complete e Nyansa. We jai sikem bebrebe go abonten a na fofo bebrebe beba fi ho and we say we esichiri sa ntati abeko dollar belt no wo ho dollar belt no reduce by February if you August ba no a trade debt be almost 38%. In the Ghana ye kai ye no or the Nyansa atua abaya ntam sika nkotua not fiscal I don't hear say you party ase
Zoma kwa from like black media. I was a captain Kojo Smart nene. Wapa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia huntuma pa right after a by election a course ewa kotia na NDC ni a lawyer etimi bon modern ebu MPP ni from GCT flow semeno and a captain Kojo Smart ne or to jawo ho pa na nsema working na ne se wono enye ne wanwa de ntia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia went member ye president anase sebio went me ambambe ye mu my penini na ye adetia wa baako one ni na ne se MPP fo Emma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so so dodo two ade na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ana suban bia na won so ana enye suban bone no na ka wo se MPP fo na nkatankasa Emma man ni nyina hu se nipa we se ni suman nie na etimi aboa amoma hu se o nipa we se no sabi sei no wote na ne wo bedira simpie so kurampo no ma hu se o nipa we se de ne sini to enie etu oye campaign kurampo na wotimi kam na wakan ya ba besi so se o man panin da John Ajekum kofo babonten mra na o play o man panini na oye ne campaign obaye from 1999 wula 2000 ni mu waye ne campaign na wakaso ono de wonye gidigidi te se ne JJ Rollins etie nti ono eye ne fonso kase pa na emum waka asem a wonye gidigidi ni nkyerese wontimi nya man pani na wontimi mu oman no waka asem a wohwe se wobetena se din ne sa afe kurampo ene obetimi de adwena asem no ho abeyi wano a eno ne ye better dan se obeforso ase opese woye te se Rollins na so wontimi nye eno na Captain Kojo Smart to just say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so opeso ye president pa nso kurampo no wo so wontimi ye nemum so opeso ye president omo moden na ne suban ya won so anyi suban papa no omo moden se wode beba betudwa na Ghana fo nyina ehunu na no betimi aboa no ama so betimi ye president asade ne betimi aboa no kire se wayi ne weakness e de a kire ama mansan ehunu etian konko ye situation whereby say ye de bebo no eye akuti abusia ne ensam de waka bi pa kan sama kase a echen we si so ampeso kam ko jinchimu ne besisi ye abuja baby a wo hwe me bia wo haw ne amane kodan na bia da eda wo so bia no bomode se oni me bedi nkomo ye de samna nwanwaso bi aba e friend se eye sika kokko na gold samna wo haw bia da eda wo so bia wo hia sa samna we se bi afi wo ye bema wo hwe me wo bema sam wo fo wo bema ye ketwa brabeji bula matali eduro bi na wo bema enye kese watimi abo adwuma so ache ewo empem ye de akwankyere bi aba abuzuan no ye hwehwe wo hyebrim a ye friend se mpelifo akwankyere ana se wo betima friend back to sender onipa bi ha onipa bi tata wato bet ewo ho se wo sanity bi obeku bomode so be fa numbers na egu screen ase na woni mi akasa me hwehwe wo hyebrim wi a na bomode se me kire wo ne wo beye
yourself president no open up themselves okay. When you're vice president you close
your ranks
so that you will be able to protect your president
and you will be idea
there be and so when you're vice president you don't open up vice president who close na president na open up na who actually na only chief of staff a monitor mbokwa maybe assistant can will be to the public and who could be your president and that's how a vice president must behave when you're vice president you don't see you hear. It is the president that sees and the president doesn't hear. That is the greatest principle of the presidency. So the vice president, you don't see, you hear. And say, hey, must say, see. Oh, ma, your excellency, say this. Okay.
So all the time you're getting information.
Must say, see. That's why I hear me there. How Mahama, Afa, the American, Canadian, and the Russian presidency strategy, Abagana. And see, chief of vice president Nakasa or a whole team.
Yeah, chief of staff.
Or the chief of staff, or the JJ, or the JJ, because the vice president does not see.
Okay.
You hear. So who gather in and work close, you go sit before the president and you open up. Now we'll call.
But the impression was created until Dr. Bawumia running mate be a vice president. It was almost as if vice president were very ineffective until Dr. Bawumia because Nanado Emma Dr. Bawumia the opportunities of a year more.
Oh, you hype him.
Exactly. Kasani bebre honoma or economical lectures.
Sir, vice presidential candidate, a different from say would vice president.
Sure.
Okay. We overhyped Bawumia. We covered his weakness. And in politics, when your weakness is covered from the public, it's dangerous. People don't know. They think that you should not allow people to see your weakness. Sometimes your weakness must be seen in public. So watch this. Kufuor showed the whole world his one weakness. Say, he's not an orator. Ontimi Kasati said the Captain Smart can say. Ontimi Kasati said the Rollins can say. So he made it clear. Say, me who be sama metume buasi adwena ho. One. Amasa to be buasi. Ama umwaye. Kufuor nti se Obama, Kufuor nti se Rollins, Kufuor nti se Captain Smart. Ubi say na ye kono. Ono akasa ma Ghana for who weakness. We were able to marry his weakness with his strength. And we were disabused and divorced ourselves from the perception, say, and then he came up with policies and a Niyama about outshining the weakness. But we are weakness in this year,
yeah.
And only a dear plan. It's a time now. Agronomu ye day now onyo bia and cover the weakness no so bi mu no na ese party machinery no e cover no but that time ma cover na tesa mu
but then no go na one dey ne ho ji bullet no
because they tell say when you go and you say Arr0gant Dam ye wie it is the greatest project, the biggest project in the history of this country from Kwame Nkrumah's time. And then we go there, land no play ingredient.
There were a lot of deceit in the system. And rather driving for a catapult.
Good. You see?
Containers made.
And that's why I said that. The vice president, you don't see, you only hear. Bawumia was seeing too much and he was hearing less. Because now almost so. Me na me teche na me yam hihim ma no. Honestly, me teche na me yam hihim pa e ma papa no. Because we who say, one na won ho no. Obi en wa onim sa tokuru no mu agrodie. I'm telling you. And questions ni na went me nyia no. Na ye be the flag bearer. Na Ghana fo a academic board no. E friend say ke wo bra. Questions na wo de ma student no. I'm a student no. Ofeli ye no. My marking scheme. Na test at yesim. Marking scheme no buy no. Sinti then ha. Unya 5 na ha unya 70 a chese obema ni B+. Na ha unya 80 a C. Chechi me entiase. Na nkonta na we bruni. Tre bruni ntime we. E ho na wo hu say time na all year lectures no. Ewo 2016 elections and even 2020 not on stress no
a candidate.
No, that weakness of Bawumia was not showing. They should have allowed him to be himself, to show the real him to the public, so that we can have strategy to disabuse the perception. They didn't allow that. And I think TC 2021 banana. TC.
And opena maybe sir, me obi di nkomo na maybe sir me ho say, I mean, as vice president, or your economist. Even economists.
Yeah.
I mean, watch economic management team. Inflation 8 may rise up to 53%. A core exchange rate, and okay, baby, a core could do 23 to $1 about 20, not about 17. I think the 16 was a send on the rapid now in the last 8 months, okay, Atto Forson and no a ranking member on the finance committee. Etimi am managing the exchange rate between January till now. It ranges between 10 and then 12. Or the at most 13 Ghana cedis. But I mean clearly, one who say exchange rate stabilize kankra. Theories been a different from the Dr. Bawumia. Any kind of Foriata air applier. I mean, this time round, maybe the same theories though from the economic lectures, but Atto Forson, I mean, air applied differently. Me gains idea no I mean, I don't pay me be discuss it, but no mean answers. Why would this happen? Because I mean, this is somebody on paper and one more here the way bit me
one say we call schooler on I dare a classroom no 4 corners na o team na ya kire wo nti Nyansa den tra wall no Nyansa wo inside hwa wo throw exams na wo be throw wall sa 4-legged ade na wa throw no ya pass wo now wo ba bonte say wo beye wo de beye adwuma ehwo na wo hia fie Nyansa no Atto Forson when we not see economics so but what am I Atto Forson DBT Ghana for e fie Nyansa Atto Forson the fie Nyansa complete if fie Nyansa because Atto Forson who say we jai sikem bebre be gu abonten a
inflation beba
and afufo bebre beba fie ho and we are say we esichiri sa ntati abeko esichiri na sape ntati abeko enti osomu aha na or the merry go round was Sunday abeto baby na no ama gold board for ko no ma koto gold na ba on the gold na ba na ya share the value now we publish Atto Forson is doing a lot of publications outside Ghana so they say no Ghana say there on mayas Ghana no ntungu to say kanu na yatugu no or kabwan wo baby opia bua no baby and the more awo gold no papa cha here ye de na ye true Atto Forson number 2 based on your question ade Atto Forson ASCC and say or ye practical management and yet theoretical management
common sense approach
That's answered my question.
Atto Forson or ye practicals or the Nsanu Juma and a finance minister no and book
That was the answer Pakwesi gave Bawumia. Answer now the man to Mbekaya. But see any theory, you manage economy with theories. And it's the same thing exactly. That's when he was answering. That's what is on my mind. Say Atto is using practical knowledge. Practical knowledge. Time I'll call Makola Market and I'm not for dinner. Go for cat. Oh, he's doing popular what? Or fact issues now. He's doing practical. Bawumia me adeba kwa me yapa and say he exposed himself to media for before election because Mahama ye bi nti onu super say o ye bi captain in Crawford ekogu na nyimasi and seriously speaking who say he's not a practical person and the oil nyina cosmetic I mean economics now you shouldn't have exposed himself to that extent and he say there me no honestly speaking, Nipa 5 now, Omukono, he seems to be the calm person for me. I say, when you bit calm, when you heja, but
no, but say calmness. In fact,
that is it.
Calmness.
So far, yeah.
Honestly speaking, this practical thing. Oh, say, Oko Jomunun Krofanti, I say. One minimum economy manage pay ma.
Yeah.
One you need to spend the past year mema. But the man manage a ma eti me sure say o hwe say de me na na ba o sika no cheche le be e bonasene e wo de weto e wo de weto e wo de weto e po ba ko na no style bi o ye de say ya na we sane ba ha de no ansa na be sane no wo bre asa wetimi sane eti a practical knowledge and all the manage economy no. Once I'm a president, I am relaxed.
Yeah.
There's no pressure on John Mama. There's no pressure. Sankante Sanka then a finance minister, Paisandi defense.
At the same time.
At the same time.
Maybe Brazil. You have not had this inside.
Finance. The load of work a good finance. Now I signed the defense. As a time.
It's very critical.
Very.
You think it's an easy thing?
Sure.
Because Atto Forson the fear Nyansa. Common sense Juma. Because uko UPSC koye security and intelligence gathering na yenche utuoto etuo yenche utuo UPSC uko University of Cape Coast koye security and intelligence gathering na yenche utuoto uko Kofi Annan peacekeeping center ho ekoye security and intelligence yenche utuoto ba wo ba na uko police obetutu
sure
etu betumi share police ni okuta master's degree in peace and security. But about the practical field where you and I yen call. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So what check it? IGPs are around the globe. Best cadet for Omontanya CDS. You're too IGP. They are the practical people. One you do there. So the way where the world is moving into, no, we don't need too much people or theoretical. Book. What's your book? Mami theory, law and tell security, intelligence theory. I would draw intelligence cycle not to her and point to a time of collection, then Jane processing. I would draw cycle not to her. No, we don't need such people because some intelligence cycle, no, you find tutu. Comforter bana oko you find intelligence cycle in Kochino. I do require strategy. I watch it ho. Na so kwa we strategy ni we na we need we practical knowledge na ultimate. Atto Forson on the fear Nyansa.
Yeah, complete.
And the practicality we who say your economy no. If August, September, October, November, December dollar kosoro. You were dollar belt.
Demand high.
Dollar belt no. Dollar belt no it reduced by February.
Yeah.
And kosoro sa if August ba no June ba no bo say oyese nkakakra. Instead of a businessmen and women no benye sika na pressure embe economy ni sunti no ohwa president dollar no be conform team
or the buy
10-1 eti obia owo dollar wo fie no
e de beba
wo de kwa bank na businessmen no akoto akogu fie. See, people didn't see the strategy. Maybe take them head and say, hey, Atto Forson away. I'll Nyansa. It's Oje Musano. Business obi or kokwan so kofa niam babia or yes smart biano ekoto dollar ko bu ho. Because yempo October dollar be kosoro. It's $10 ne cost 10 cedis no. 10-1. Say who call Bank of Ghana, say 10.25. Yemfa Bank of Ghana dey no cry here. Time na call 10-1 no. Businessman be or smart be at $1 na dey go. Enti we call do October no. Na Boa his dollar akokra niama aba no dollar no hia ne yaketwa bi nti pressure na bebe Ghana economy no so no ebe yaketekete we ni book bi economics book bi no we wo we any economics book bi agifie Nyansa se fie Nyansa na mapeda tesa yinti
na could it also be say aban no and started say or yes spending because spending in relative to capital expenditure and procurement any idea I was say aban no say or yeah cocoa fertilizers I was say to big project aban ne car say obeye what you say ni nyina no I mean you say ashase ya nisa even though you treat your contractors near there. Now the question is I don't know play role now because I mean clearly say won't spend here then unya differentials are unya say
okay I don't focus on buying spend here and I mean say but this economists they be a radio so the TV so that the government is not spending but this MPs they be kasa Ghana how you trade taxes in area how many percent na buying spending can for ya take on 93 until ya jije 20 na ukrum ha aban sign the sika no man di pack akra bia so is the government spending or the government is not spending? Government is spending.
No, it's a salaries you because we're here.
But taxes here
yes, but I'm talking in terms of capital investment.
And
infrastructure, say I buy.
And the business Ghana have a hospital I buy so government is spending. But a sunset dollar number from Kakrenti no.
Impact in a year.
And I dare Bakwa Atto Forson ya aboy empa say. William said just the mere fact is a dollar the call from no. Or did the carry any meetings with their creditors near there no. Kikiri dollar na call from the do 10 cities work akra na no.
That make you a debt in
a trade debt in be almost 38%. In the Ghana ye kai there no. Or the Nyansa tuya abaya ntam sika nkotua
not fiscal
and only ade say nipa ti ase say dollar na e ba form no e ka na Ghana die nyina
reduce debt no
to say can to say as a high sense no
and you say yen ka 750 another 7
it can da ho no nyesa 800 1 trillion de da ho no and what e ka so into aban na ye relaxed kakra the excess aban we hwe ye 2028 expenditure. Well, President Biya Kase, a election year on you overspend it. Bahama Okabi joined 2016 but overspend it. Wakami of course Singapore Wakan say overspend it. Definitely overspend it. Because ministries, departments and agencies budget, who micromanage it, they manage it at their levels. So when they are releasing the money into the public, you the president might not know unless you are told. Because president do on take, vice president take. So unless the president is being informed, say this is what is happening. So if you look at it carefully, expenditure and kasani because are buying spending on spending on them. Say health insurance I can't help you. They've cleared it. Contractors no munchi o munyina wie but they've paid more than half. Yeah, clearly what they are not to nchen say ora na wo to omo boas na omo ye the year this is how I will say it. I say ora venue na akofom so omo to omo boas na omo manage na omo ye ora na year even before major croford o makoje no no money sika half.
Because on bear collections.
Oh, and bet me I never I say you know kitten. So I think that for now, in your life for my let them do what they are doing. A do baby pressure no be baby pressure no be fear by a coin.
Exactly the point.
Say roads. Aban way on marking to the first pressure ebe roads. Aduane de ebe ba. Eti food and shadam be any difficult thing. Biom aduane de beba. Eti roads and afi health these are the two things as aban we check here. Cause Ghana for no say the who's aban buy on chair. Yes, aban no by Kasabe na helicopter semi eba be boom say bam and the Ghana for na obi ayi din ya kote ho na ye twe. So yanke bi anshima tem akwatia. Enti I say yen obi wu a you will say you behave.
Yeah.
Ha. Enti Ghana for take kakra and you do September. Enti aye yo
first year no more holiday.
Aha. Enti September we so betu mi ka be ko danse ya. Ye be kon krofo ko di kwa me nkroma birthday be wi e be ba no. Na ye si October. Na ye ko bronya. Suppose nkrofo na adwen na ko di bronya. Ye di bronya we wi a. Na ye TC 2026 a. Aba we pressure e kwan. Enti on to ne bo ase na on pen niam ngu ho a o de be fix ya kwan because me apam junction e ko si ha so ze menje me kwan e Oguma West ho menje kwan no me na me shase ye je sa kwan no because
what the junction to Asinkre go
so wo there.
oh yes
Man one road.
Oh, Taplau.
Oh, you are. It's a particular road. I want to tell you. But I know you're 2026. And I never getting my buying you very unpopular. No. Omunja ye. You want never been getting me or wow. And why you're unpopular. We want to answer why you're unpopular.
Yeah, a bit here.
America, Canada, any Ghana, one no security system is correct pa.
America, Canada,
any Ghana,
any oh. Don't you Ghana cow?
So what did I say?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's a car. Ayera. If you Canada, then you need to be drive a car from Quebec, Ontario, and the baby room,
Ebe drew Ghana,
ebe drew US. Sign the free kwa baby and the car ko see ship my car be do Ghana e me yet duty a onye ye I mean cat we car Emma aban your popular chain bibia okrum but people don't know. Now let me tell you, during Rawlins's time then you see here kokra troopers mokai Toyota bi and I got a scanning wall, and I buy that crackers. No more packing cars. Cars in your packets, you want to for me 8 years.
Yeah.
What is that? This is your
program.
Car and a man Rollins here very unpopular, but the croffer. And you better see Jay for time. And you very unpopular, I say. I was a Ghana for you in Toyota. And a Jay, a buyer no cover Ford. Some of you Ford Expedition,
yeah.
Ford Dead Day, was a cast like a
Explorer.
Ghana for say, hey, Ford the Bo Petro, and the president before Ford the one or team Explorer and Expedition. Ford no so more, what am I comfortable?
Chaniso.
And fine. Hey, and a cofa. I brand say you cry me refi day. Oh, for time they're not chichikasi. Hey, yeah, me refi wo fading. Wait, near choka. Wait, near cheka. Wait, no mako garage way. We are to talk kasi. No mako se some kasi fi ho. Wait, we end this ni. No mako se some kasi. Yeah, wait. We cry you say one former minister we nam. Nze we talk kasi there and the kasi there by there. No mako se sa. Hey, yeah. When you say kasi, you refi abruchiri. And go for we are. And now we mo tam de ba no. Enye de wo. Ache. What were torn cars one? Some of them will lose election and tempt. What do you say? One more torn cars for Kruma. One quite contribute 15% na Kufado. MPP do lose elections because of duty. And this is so by Professor Messi time you went and branch between unity except for Carlson. You remember?
Carlson, yes.
And also kikiri. The Ghana for Bambu say pine. So yeah bonnet, say 1 year bonnet, so yeah from so 1 year from so. They come by here and say, and for the woman cast if you are brutal, they are cast if you them, they are cast no, they are Jeff you, Arambwa.
Exactly.
Okay. Then he got to Nana Addo's time. Yeah, baby, we had task crown or much. It is a what the car some see when you see as a buying fresh government, obey on popular term. Obey on popular term.
Interesting.
Obey very you see, and you're never kitting. They need to sit down.
Ose.
Ese kasache yoko for no.
O kasache yoko for.
Obey on popular. The next thing is that Ghana for it be G ade say dey we board by beto. Onim sa. Say and then the aduane boy e di hu. Then so nyame na hwedi pa. Na de no acheche evre. Pa na aban na yon popular. Sade boy e di ya. Yemfa ho. Enti wugro ho a ade ma ban sha say yon popular tem. Who can say Nana Addo buy and no start to chichi cars?
Yes.
And I him for crowd man to me say opening movie. Munjai cars na chichi. Na munya adwuma no. E hona no popularity dey start here but them people before ehu. Man so anu ntem. Say ya me no ka say. Habo wugro ho a eno so be ma buy yon popular. Eti Atto Forson. When you say practical education no. To buy o here dey no say $20 so. $30 so we no. And also there be Nyansa kwa habo ho. Sa jeben taxes bi na egugu so na ma ade ne bo kosoro no. Ade ne the dollar no na eh. But the dollar no so na eje we no. Nyansa yi sa taxes no bi firo. Na ade ne bo no. Due to the mra from